Hi guys, who am I? I'm Hot Matrix. I'm a day trader. I'm a little bit different from some of these guys that you might have seen because I make my money from day trading. I don't sell courses, I don't sell Discord links, I don't make my money from videos. I just help other people discover their own journey sometimes. Actually, really, I focus on mine and other people ask me questions and I like to help out. The markets are closed today, being New Year's Day, and everybody's hungover, and I'm going insane. I want something to do. I just recently came across another guy who's making trading content as well, and he's awesome, and I'll link him. My biggest struggle was, where do I start? What's the first video that I put out in this series? And I think the answer to that question is to start where I started. So yes, at some point, for some reason, I got interested in the stock market because I like numbers, and patterns, and I'm a freak. And I know there's money to be made there. And I don't know, maybe there was an ad that popped up or something, but I discovered binary options. Or did they discover me? I'm not really sure, I don't remember, I don't think it matters. Anyway, binary options. They were cool. My first foray with binary options, even $1 at a time, was a huge rush. It was so much fun. I never thought it would be easy money, but at least I knew I was on the right track with this. I take a couple of losses and I basically martingale my way out of it, and here's the funny thing. Every time I put my maximum bid on, I'd be winning, I'd be winning, I'd be winning, it would switch, I would lose, it would switch back. I lost my money. I watched this James Bond movie once when I was a kid and it had this quote. I lost my entire account several times this same way. And at some point I had to ask myself, is it me? Is it the market? Am I doing something wrong? And I became suspicious of the broker that I was with, so I started looking for others. And I started looking for one that I could automate. That way, it could work while I was at work. So, eventually I found one and all good with... Anyway, there was this really curious thing where my trading strategies would win consistently for thousands and thousands and thousands of trades, and then all of a sudden they would start losing and keep losing and keep losing and keep... Once a new strategy would start losing, it would keep losing. It got, let's go with, frustrating. Anyway, by this point I'd been doing this for around 3 years, and I'd make some money, lose it all in a hurry, but I understood all the systems fairly well. So I started doing a little bit of research. It turns out that binary options firms patent their algorithms. The curious thing about a patent is that you have to reveal your exact formula and its process in order to be able to patent it. It turns out that binary options firms... look. I got a little bit carried away. I ended up nearly doing a deep dive on binary options and how they work, and that's not really what we're here for. So, skip that. And I'll do a deep dive on them one day and show how binary options are largely a scam, but that's definitely content for another video. So, as you can probably imagine, once I discovered this, I sort of, maybe a little bit gave up on binary options and day trading. Whatever. I don't know what to call it, but not whatever that other shit show was. Actually, what I think really killed me was not being 100% dedicated to the craft. And having a normal job, and having a girlfriend, and playing video games, and spending more time playing video games than looking at the stock market. Actually, probably that was it. It was probably just the playing video games instead of the looking at the stock market. I could put 40 hours, 50 hours into video games, and I might put 5 hours into the stocks all up, maybe. So I chose day trading. I tried minute time variables because I was so used to binary options, but the spreads would absolutely destroy me. eventually I switched out into trading day-long time frames, but that was too slow and was driving me crazy. Me personally, I have settled on hourly for the current time being. It seems to be a good compromise for me. I can take a little break here and there. There's still enough movement and action happening that it doesn't drive me absolutely bonkers because nothing's happening. It works well for me. And I use Forex because there's lots of instruments and lots of volatility and lots of volume most of the time. And they tend to form patterns or trends or consolidations, and they tend to be, for me, pretty easy to spot. So it works for me. It works for me. It works for me. If I had put as much time into trading as I had video games in even just this past year, I got frustrated and deleted my video game account last month. I doubled my trading account every week this month. Do you have any idea how crazy that is? Okay, I didn't delete my games account. I uninstalled it. And every day, every couple of hours of every day, I have this incredibly strong urge to reinstall it and just play a single player game or a little bit of something here and there. And you know what? It's a little voice in my head somewhere trying to trick me into falling back into old self-destructive habits that do not benefit me. It's in my direct detriment to do it. It's a continual struggle and I face it every day. However, I cannot bring myself to outright delete that account due to the fact that, call it sunken cost fallacy. I've owned that account for 10 years and I've probably put something close to $70,000 into it. So you'll just have to forgive me if I'm not quite ready to irrevocably destroy that just yet. But as my trading succeeds, maybe that would be a cool milestone. Definitely have to make a video with that one, wouldn't I? Yeah. I want to say I'm gonna release more content. I know myself well enough. I would like to release more content. I'm gonna do videos on mindset and strategy, but more on how to manage your emotions and less about what strategies they use and more about how to come up with strategies that can work for you, because my strategies on my time frames with my risk tolerance and my patience level and my risk management systems, I'm a freak. You're not going to enjoy what I do, probably. So it's better off if you build something that works for you. In fact, if you build something that works for you, I probably can't copy it because it would drive me crazy. Besides, I've spent 7 years screwing this up, learning how to get it right. And if I just give you the end results, you're not going to benefit from that at all. Yes, you need to pay for your education, but you don't need to pay me. You need to pay yourself. And that's what I'm hoping to do with this video series, is teach you how to invest in yourself, in time and in thought process, in order to make yourself a more consistent and disciplined and ideally profitable trader, and maybe be able to apply some of those things to other areas of your life and just improve yourself as a human being as you see fit.